Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom came out, believe it or not, just a little over a year ago. It came out May of 2023. And now, just a year and 4 months later, we are getting a brand new mainline Legend of Zelda game. This is going to be Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. Yeah, that is coming out just 10 days from now, September 26th. It's crazy because, yeah, they just announced it like 3 months ago. And I remember this game looking awesome when I saw that first trailer. And I really think that there is a lot of hype around this game, and it's kind of interesting too, because usually there is a ton of time, or it seems that way anyway, between mainline Zelda games. Just to give you a reference, Tears of the Kingdom came out 6 years after the last mainline game, Breath of the Wild. But even though it hasn't been 6 years since the last Zelda game, a lot of people are really hyped for this one. But here's the thing, with Tears of the Kingdom, I remember a little thing happening just a couple weeks before its release that was definitely not good for Nintendo. Yeah, if you remember, Tears of the Kingdom leaked online just a few weeks before its release. And the thing is, that has kind of happened with a lot of recent mainline Nintendo games. Super Mario Bros. Wonder leaked online early, Pokemon Legends Arceus, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. Those all have leaked online. And I think all of them actually leaked like within that specific 2 to 3 week time span. And that's kind of consistent with the fact that a lot of people feel that these games are leaking online within that time. I think it kind of has to do with the fact that these games, they are shipped out by Nintendo kind of, 2 to 3 weeks before their release. They're shipped out to these retailers, and I guess it really would only take one person with malicious intent to take one of these games, take it home, turn it into a ROM, and leak it online. And that's kind of been a topic of discussion for a lot of people who are Nintendo fans, or just people who are curious observers of this kind of phenomenon of like leaking Nintendo games online. Because you really don't get this with Xbox and PlayStation and PC games nearly as much, not this consistently. Yeah, it's not as much of a problem with these platforms because with them, usually you have to go through a sort of update before you can play the game, and the devs will only issue out this update on day one of the game's launch, or if it's in beta or whatever, and that's how I understand most of these games work. But Nintendo, for better or for worse, does not go down this route. I'm sure they have their reasons, but I know they are more embracing of physical media, and I think with that, I think they're just against the sort of day one updates that this kind of strategy would require. Regardless, I mean, yeah, this just keeps happening. I don't know when it's gonna stop, and like I said, it's not for side Nintendo games, it's not just for random games here and there. No, these are for, major AAA Zelda, Mario games. I'm sure Nintendo is considering some sort of a solution at this point because, I mean, I'm sure they've had people give them like rough estimates of, how much money they have lost from people just being able to download these games for free before it even comes out. You do have like arrests here and there of people who have in the past leaked games like this, but I don't know, those are few and far between, and it doesn't really seem to deter people, in the present or the future from leaking these games online. It seems that this is going to continue to be a problem for Nintendo unless they do something, I don't know what, but something about it.